We only have one button, that's it. It should be like an elevator.
I couldn't help noticing how many pieces of this sub seemed improvised.
We can use these off-the-shelf components.
I got these from Camper World. We run the whole thing with this game controller.
The game controller he is showing is a knockoff brand GameCube controller. Now, if you're a gamer out there, you know Mad Catz, NYKO used to make these knockoff generic brand controllers when you couldn't afford to buy the Nintendo one. And we all know how often the connection would break on those controllers. Based off that information, I'm under the belief that an old person crashed that sub. Have you ever given a video game controller to an old person? It's like they turn into an Alzheimer's mental deficient the second you give it to them. They don't know how to press buttons. They don't know where they are. Directions are meaningless to them. It's like they've seen a new sort of alien technology. Let us use a video game controller to operate the sub. We can use a Game Shark or a Game Genie if we get in trouble. We can put in an infinite health code, maybe an infinite air code. The last two people to highlight on this would-be adventure turn tragedy is a father and son duo, Shahzada Dawood and his son Solman Dawood. He's the real victim of this, the 19-year-old. Because what a way to find out your dad makes questionable decisions. Being in a submarine that will probably cause your death. It kind of makes me happy that my dad wasn't rich and my dad was barely there, because I'll take trauma over dying at the bottom of the ocean any day. And I wanted this kid to make it out, because how great would it have been that every time his dad goes, you know, son, I don't think that's a good idea. His response could have been, you know what wasn't a good idea? Putting me in a fucking sub going to look at a Titanic when I didn't want to. Almost getting me killed. That wasn't a good idea, that was it. But I guarantee you, had they given him the controllers for the sub, he would have Grand Theft Auto that shit. He's a kid playing video games. He knows the drill. You give him the controller, he's whipping that shit around. He's killing the orcas. Fuck me. He was the guy we needed to kill the orcas. But he's gone now because his dad makes questionable decisions. Does anyone think this kid wanted to go to the Titanic? That sounds like a real dad trip kind of thing. Son, we're on vacation. Let's go see the Titanic. Oh, the Titanic again with this shit? I don't care, old man. It's a fucking old boat. I want to hang around and scroll on Instagram. Jerk off to Instagram thoughts. I don't want to go fucking look at the Titanic. And of course, his dad gave him you need to go outside. All right, you can't just be on your phone all day. You got to go out there and experience life. Well, he experienced life. The end of it. Thanks a lot, Dad. Could have been at home laying in my room playing video games and jacking off to Instagram thoughts. Now I'm dead.